I'm standing in one of the 7 wonders of the world. I'm downriver from Niagara Falls. This is where the current is the strongest and the most powerful. And this is how I feel. My name is Matthew Koerner, and I'm the Chief Creative Officer and founder of Orchestra Agency. And I just want all of you to know that this would not be possible without having to break down, be okay with it, and understand that you are divine and that your gifts are here to be shared in abundance and in grace. And that as guys, it is okay to lose your shit in order to find a better version of you. Some guys want to do it with workout videos. Some guys want to listen to pontificating social influencers. That's fine. You can do and be all of those things. But I'm here to tell you that when I worked with Future Gen leaders and I worked with Tembi, Buthelezi, I learned to look in there, in here. And I learned that there was no difference between you and I. And that the way I was running my business needed to change. And now, in my truest form, I have gone down to nothing and come back. I'm resetting my business. I'm restarting it from the ground up. I'm pushing the reset button on my life because that's what I needed to do. Maybe you won't have that drastic of a change, but if you don't try, if you don't acknowledge that something in you is great, and you can't look in the mirror and know that you're gonna go out and change the world today, then you need to look back in the mirror. And it's really hard to find places that are the mirror, that help you see that about yourself, that provide a safe place with other people doing the same thing. I wasn't used to talking about my feelings openly, especially with other guys. I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to trusting strong female energy. That was something I needed to work on. I wasn't used to collaborating in a way that complemented other ideas in order to find out the root function and value. I was used to being a narcissist. I was used to thinking and acting like a narcissist. I was opportunistic because that's the society that I grew up in. And I realized I myself am not a narcissist and I am not an opportunistic man. But there was a point where I needed to change something, and I did the best job that I could with what I had until somebody said to me, "Hey, you can do so much better. What are you doing wasting your gifts and your talents and your time? What the fuck are you doing? Stop it. Stop wasting yourself on other people that are draining you." And then another light bulb went off, and I thought, in my Midwestern businessman mind, just went, "Oh, this existential stuff, I'm a spiritual person." I thought that I was on a path of abundance. And what I realized is I was thinking in the mentality of lack. And working with Future Gen leaders opened my mind to a whole new world of understanding, especially who I was, which has enabled me to operate my business in a much bigger and better way. I pushed the reset button. I cut my losses. I pushed the reset button. I changed my life. I drove across the country and relocated so that I would have the space and the power to do what I know that I needed to do to be the best version of myself. There's very few places you can go and have another person look at you with love and compassion and understanding that you are divine and I am divine, and that we are here to bring our gifts to each other. We can do it through commerce, through love, through compassion. We can do it through education. We can do it through mentoring. We can do it through building big shit, building big stuff. And we should be doing it. We should be taking care of one another. And if everybody somehow had the ability to tap into that divine within themselves, they would feel just like I do right now, which is unstoppable. Just like this water, I feel unstoppable today. And I wouldn't had I not broken down and broken down to nothing. One of the things that I could not do after I broke down and I tried to reset my business and reset my life was I couldn't tell my story. I was afraid to tell my story. I didn't want anyone to see me. And I didn't want anybody to know that I had beautiful things to give, because I didn't know what those were. And I had to lose my mind to get there. But once I did, once I came out the other side, and of course it's an ongoing journey, I realized that I'm not alone. And that other people, other guys are afflicted with the same mental loops and the same overthinking and overeating and over-strategizing and overdoing that I am. And it's a destructive cycle. I walked a journey today to get to this spot, to make this video. And I'm falling. I don't want to fall in there. So I walked the journey today to get here. And it was incredible. It was incredible because I had to stand up and tell you and tell the world, my name is Matthew Koerner. I am the founder and chief creative officer of Orchestra Agency. And I am a future gen leader, but I'm proud to say so. Until I was able to be introspective, until I was able to learn how to tell my story, until I was able to heal old wounds and look at myself from a place of love and understanding, until I was able to do that, I don't think I could move forward in my business. And all of a sudden, and I want to say, shifting my weight here, I have to say, my old business, I started 2 other businesses. Both of them failed. I either attracted the wrong clients or possibly many times over, I worked with the wrong people. I had the wrong bench members, the wrong employees. I had the wrong office. Everything was wrong. And until I realized that that didn't have to be the case, I didn't see a way out. I didn't know I was stuck. I didn't know that the reason my business was failing is because I was operating like a narcissist. Now, I'm not a clinical narcissist, I know that. But sometimes we have to get broken down, all the way down to nothing in your emotion. Like if your emotions were a big giant skyscraper, there would have to be nothing left but the core structure. Everything else is not just your emotions, your belief system. You really have to get to the core of it before you can start adding walls and windows. If you don't do that, your building is just made of vaporware, and it's going to come crashing down on you the minute you don't realize that. The minute you don't recognize that there's a divine presence in you, in me and in you and in everybody, and that we're here to work together to bring our gifts into the world, I don't think there's much we can say or do to get you or to help you get over that, aside from you having to break down and crash. And take my word for it, I did it. And I didn't do it just once, I did it twice. I went back for seconds. I moved across the country to reset my life. And I drove, and my best friend went with me. And I have to say that before I worked with Tembi and with Future Gen leaders, I didn't understand that cultural intelligence and business intelligence go hand in hand every moment of every day. I'm proud to call myself part of the faculty. I'm proud to call myself a director of the foundation. I'm proud to call myself a contributor to the international business cohort. And that's one of the reasons we're here. We're in Niagara Falls. That's Canada. These are our beautiful neighbors across the river. This is the closest point that the river converges, and that's why this is one of the strongest water currents in the world. It's some of the most beautiful, pristine, clean water anywhere on the planet. And it's been that way for thousands of years. It's steadfast, and it'll be that way for thousands of more years. And this is how I feel today. This is what my business will be doing. This is what yours will be doing. It'll be a force of nature. And you're going to be a force of nature on an international scale. You don't have to change the world big strokes at a time. You start to change the world first by doing it in here and taking a big, close look, a big look at what needs to happen. And you're gonna break down, and you're gonna cry, and you're gonna lose your shit. And if you're anything like me, I got in my way and in my head so many times along this journey, and I continue to do it. But I've done it so many times, now I can see the other side. It's important that we understand that we have things to share, and that your business is a direct reflection of you on every level. In my branding agency, I teach my clients that how you operate as if you are the figurehead, everything trickles down from you, absolutely everything. And if it doesn't trickle down from you, you are part of the formula. Just on another level, I mean, my God, you get your bonuses based on how well you build your brands. That's a black and white formula. But there's another one. There's one that's underneath everything. The secret to this, the secret to being a force of nature, is not to live up here. It's to have the other conversation, the one that's way down in everything that you do and say. I want you to come and take this journey with us, with me. It's ongoing, it's building. And we're all gonna be like this. We're gonna be a force of nature. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you're part of a whole. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, can you help me? We're in commerce to change things, not to keep doing things the way that we're doing them. I am grateful that you are here. I'm grateful for you. I am so grateful that you watched this. Thank you for joining me and sharing this moment with me. I'm grateful for you. Okay, so whoa, this is where we were just filming. All right, let's not fall in there, huh? And down by the water, it's a little cooler, but it is humid. It's so fucking hot out here. Oh my God. Oh fuck. You can see how beautiful it is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This is our little setup here. You can see that. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. I was here once, like 15 years ago. Mother of God. I didn't remember where it was, so it took me forever to find this place. And now that I have, it's just been, this is so pretty. I'm just so excited about it. I'm Svedthink. Now I have to go back. These rocks are slippery. And I think it's about 2.5 miles. God damn. Hi there. My name's, hi there. Where's the camera? It's over there. I wore jeans today.